Okay, hello everyone, this is Defson Gaming. Today we're going to be reviewing a bad paleontology video. So I saw this get submitted in the Harris Commentary Discord server, and I decided I'm going to review it, because why not? So I'll go to the Discord server actually to show you what I mean. Here we go. So this person submitted this in the Harris Pristine Community Discord server. Yeah. Anyways, so Harris Commentary, this was submitted on their Discord server by that person. I'm going to review for fun. So yeah, let's go. 15 reasons why the red megalodon is 100 times more dangerous than the megalodon. So yeah, for context, the red megalodon does not exist. So whatever.
He who should not be named, or he who should not be forgotten.
Isn't that from like one of those clickbaity megalodon caught on camera in real life things? Isn't that what that's from?
In the murky depths of prehistory, a true...
Of course, Jurassic Park T-Rex. Oh my god, this is already really bad.
Leviathan ruled the oceans, a predator of unmatched...
That's a basking shark. Okay. This is insane so far. This is only 13 seconds. That's a basking shark, dude.
Scale and terror. The megalodon and his rare crimson cousin, the red megalodon.
The red megalodon did not exist. It's made up.
Dominating the waters for years, these colossal creatures have left a legacy of terror that still haunts the water.
I don't know if I should complain about the Meg being used as educational footage. I mean, the Meg is kind of accurate. It's somewhat accurate, so I guess it's fine.
So let's dive into the journey of exploring their...
What was that? Was that like a megalodon fighting a mosasaurus or something?
immense size, voracious hunting techniques, and the intriguing enigma
That's not a megalodon. That's like a megamouth shark, I think.
behind their dramatic extinction. Let's start off the video with the question that's been on everyone's minds recently.
What is this doing? Sorry about that. My dad came in the room. Anyways.
Is the red megalodon real?
No, it's not. Nope.
One thing we need to get straight is that the existence of red megalodon is definitely, surely plausible.
What do you mean it's surely plausible? He could have just came out right on the bat and said it's fake. But no, he has to entertain it.
Reason number one, there had been a recent discovery of a huge red tooth found off the Meherrin River.
Did he make a grammar mistake or am I just tired?
Situated in the United States, this river is known for the exquisite remains of colossal creatures found in its depths. Reason number two?
So it could just be a megalodon tooth with unique mineralization. Mineralization? Yeah.
Scientists have mutually agreed on the fact that because these majestic mechs roamed the Earth millions of years ago, they so far have only discovered teeth and a few vertebrae. There is a 100% possibility that
Isn't that like a dinosaur or mosasaur skull? Not a meg?
Megalodon was much more than we've perceived, which makes the red megalodon's presence quite believable.
Why is it roaring, dude? It's a shark. It can't roar.
Wait! There's another recently discovered fact that you would not want to miss.
Is this guy just like coping or something? Coping for the red megalodon?
One thing we all know is that the majority of sea predators, especially sharks, are ectothermic. Well, that was not the case with these ancient rulers.
This photo is just so cursed. I've seen it in multiple videos. It's just so weird.
After analyzing isotopes in the tooth enamel of the ancient shark, they discovered that megalodons could keep their body about 13 degrees Fahrenheit warmer than the water they swam in. In comparison with the rest of the sharks that lived alongside them.
Am I crazy for thinking that tooth isotopes can't prove that? Or am I just misinformed? I think tooth isotopes are used to know the diet, not the body temperature, but I could be completely wrong.
This difference was large enough to recognize them as warm-blooded animals.
Maybe it was just because it was so massive, it generated heat. I don't know.
These endothermic predators belong to a species of sharks called mackerel sharks, which makes them the ancestors of modern-day threshers.
I don't think they're the ancestors of anything alive today.
These sharks are the ones that have managed to maintain a body temperature warmer than the surrounding water. There was another theory suggesting that the great white sharks were the real descendants of them.
Nope.
Does that mean that actual megalodons were only a beefed-up version of great whites?
No.
I'd say no. It is true that great whites are believed to be the lineage of megs, but they're
not. That's been debunked. They're not the lineage of megs. That's incorrect.
not direct ancestors or descendants of each other.
Wait, what did you
Instead,
say?
they share. I'd say no. It is true that great whites are believed to be the lineage of megs, but they're not direct ancestors or descendants
So if they're not ancestors or descendants, then how are they the lineage of the megalodon? That makes no sense.
of each other. Instead, they share a common ancestry and belong to the same shark family.
Well, technically every living thing shares a common ancestor, so that doesn't really mean anything.
Known as the Lamidae family. And despite their similarities due to their shared ancestry, they are actually distinct species with distinct differences in size, behavior, and habitat.
Well, we wouldn't really know the megalodon's behavior, so I don't know.
All three of these characteristics were what made the megalodons the behemoths we call them today.
Stop showing it roaring. It can't roar. It's a shark.
But how do we know all of this from just a tooth? It's because
You also said there's vertebrae, so yeah.
the scientists not only discovered a few hundred of them, but they recovered thousands of megalodon jaws from around the globe.
You said that they only found teeth and vertebrae. You never mentioned jaws. So now you're contradicting yourself.
And to measure its size, they
We're only 3 minutes into this 19-minute monstrosity, and it's already insane.
simply calculated the tooth row length from the side of the jaw. And there we had it, the size of the great
That's a whale shark.
white megalodon. Double the size of a big school bus. And 3
Weight or length?
times the size of a great white shark.
It was much bigger than 3 times the size if we're going off weight. For a great white, it was much heavier than 3 times the weight.
So what did it actually eat to make it the monster it was?
Not a monster or an animal.
Sounds kind of like a dumb question, right? I mean, with size as enormous as
What the heck is that animation? That's some goofy, bright side looking Origins Explained stuff.
bears, they would have consumed anything they stumbled upon.
Are you implying it can swallow a sperm whale whole? What was that?
Be it a huge shark, a whale, or plenty of sharks or plenty of whales, or numerous whales and
How much is my battery? 14, okay.
sharks together. Okay,
Was he
they
saying-
would have consumed anything they
Wait,
stumbled
It just swallowed a whole sperm whale. How is that possible?
upon. Be it a huge shark, a whale, or plenty of sharks or plenty of whales, or numerous whales and sharks together.
What is he even talking about?
Okay, I could do that all day. But you guys, remember it this way. A megalodon could have easily finished a whale exactly the size of the adult killer whale in just 5 generous bites. If you happen to have any doubts, I've got this video to show you on how
Gosh, this is one of those weird clickbait megalodon fake things, right?
easy it was for the massive creature to grab a swimming whale. Now, what made this all easier for Meg to have any doubts?
Like, isn't that like from one of those fake sightings?
This video to show you on how easy it was for the massive creature to grab a swimming whale.
It also kind of looks unrealistic.
Now, what made this all easier for megalodons?
They're huge.
It was the widest jaw that contained 276 megateeth with incredible bite force. The huge teeth made it one of the most fearsome predators to ever roam the oceans.
Again, the goofy animation.
While
You just showed a different shark eating a mosasaur. That's not a megalodon.
precise measurements are challenging due to the lack of living specimens, scientists have estimated that the megalodon's bite force could have been in the range of 24,000 to 41,000
Why are
pounds
you
per
showing a great
square
white shark?
inch. To put this
Why are you showing a great white? They're not the same.
in perspective, the great white shark, one of the largest contemporary predator sharks, has a bite force of about 1,800 pounds per square inch. This means the megalodon's bite was significantly more powerful, enabling it to crush the bones and shells of its prey with ease. Anything Literally anything could have fit inside those 3.4-meter wide jaws.
I mean, not whole, but if it bit it into chunks, yeah.
There was a sighting in the year 2009.
Oh god, not this fake Discovery Channel mockumentary megalodon thing. Stop.
A father, along with his son, spotted a stranded whale bitten
This is fake.
in half. The discovery was made off the coast of Hawaii and left the audience stunned. Now you might be wondering why I brought a half-eaten whale into the middle of the
So
Megs.
it's fake.
It's because the beached body of the whale showed an insane bite radius. The radius was enough to make the researchers realize who was the culprit behind this, as the whale was split in half with just one mighty bite.
It was split in half with one act of Photoshop.
Yep, one bite was all it took for the predator to cleave the whale. As per the researchers, the predator responsible for
Researchers, as in the people who made up the documentary.
such a feat, would have needed considerably more strength than the typical sharks found in those waters. To put it in simpler words, it was just the megalodons who had the ability to do this sort of damage with only one bite. Not just the enormous size with mighty bite, but they likely used a combination of stealth, speed, power, and cooperative hunting to capture and
Not the pack hunting bullshit, bro. Not this, oh, they hunted in pack stuff, bro.
consume their prey. It likely relied on ambush tactics like lurking in the depths and surprising its prey from below, utilizing its immense size and power to deliver devastating bites. Cooperative hunting in groups, similar to modern sharks, was another approach, allowing them to tackle larger prey efficiently. Their speed enabled them to chase down smaller, more agile prey. Lastly, scavenging on carcasses of large marine creatures also lay within their capabilities, making them versatile hunters in the ancient oceans. Another thing that intrigued me while I was searching for these exalted creatures was the recent sightings.
Oh god, just stop with these stupid fake megalodon sightings. And you keep showing so many different modern sharks which are not megalodon for some reason. Like you showed a hammerhead.
There have been numerous sightings of creatures resembling the long-gone megalodons
Dude, that was like a piece of ice and a seal. Are you drunk?
that even left the scientists scratching their heads. I agree that scientific consensus leans heavily towards their extinction millions of years ago.
What even is that? Is that like AI generated? That's gotta be AI generated, right? That's actually... It's got teeth on the side of its face. What is that?
But there are still a few reasons to
That's a megamouth shark, isn't it?
believe in their existence. First,
We're only 7 minutes in. This is still horrible.
the ocean is a vast and mysterious place.
Of course you gotta show a kraken with some sort of King Kong roar, bro.
We explored a small fraction of it. Who knows what could be hiding in the uncharted depths, right? Second,
Is that AI?
there have been some intriguing reports of giant, unidentified creatures in the ocean.
Dude, you
Now,
showed
these
the Meg. That's a movie.
sightings, while not scientifically proven, fuel the speculation that maybe, just maybe, a few megalodons survived somehow. For instance, watch this clip captured off the Brazilian coast.
On each side of the boat? What are those trails called? What side is swimming fast?
The footage shows
Dude, is that like a random shark? How is that a megalodon? Are you insane?
two massive-sized creatures stalking the boat. They appear to be almost equal to the size of the boat itself.
They look very thin.
They might not be the megalodons, but we have to admit that there are bigger creatures that lurk in the depths of the oceans.
Like the blue whale.
Here comes the one that was captured in Japan's
That's
Suruga
a Greenland shark, isn't it?
Bay in the year 2016.
Greenland shark.
The huge shark that got attracted by the bait remained unidentified
Greenland
for
shark.
years until recently, where researchers identified it as a sleeper shark.
Or sleeper shark,
these
sorry. Yes, sleeper shark. I forgot. Yes.
Sharks contain enormous sizes and an insane length of more than 8 meters. A resembling massive
Hey,
creature
man, this one's fake.
was recorded in the depths.
This one's fake.
Although the previous one
then
was
that's the
identified, this one remained anonymous.
It's fake.
And researchers are still baffled to see the sight of this monstrous creature, estimating the thing to be more than 15 meters long.
From the fake Megalodon documentary.
Not just the sightings, though. Here's an encounter where the coast
Also from the fake Megalodon documentary. Dude, stop.
were seen only a few inches away from what the people called a megalodonic creature.
Megalodonic creature. Did you just make that up? A megalodonic creature. That's such a weird way to say it.
Another creature that was given a similar name
Basking shark.
was this one.
Basking shark.
A colossal shadow emerged beneath the surface,
Is that even a shadow? It's just the animal.
revealing an immense basking shark
Yes.
resembling a prehistoric creature.
How?
What initially caused a stir on social media was the misconception that this basking shark, reaching up to 40 feet in length, was a megalodon,
Yeah, it's not.
where in fact it wasn't. Here's another gigantic shark that was filmed so close to the fishermen.
Not a megalodon, it's just a shark.
Now, megalodons may have gone extinct, but they did
They did go extinct.
leave their exalted descendants. Yep,
I don't think they have any living descendants. Prove me wrong if I'm wrong, but I don't think they have any living descendants.
it's the great whites I'm talking about.
Dude, you literally said that they're not their descendants. Is this AI generated script? You said earlier that the great white is not descended from the megalodon. Now you're saying it is. What kind of writing is this? This is horrible script writing.
I mean, great whites are kinda like the modern day version of megalodons. Now, whether we're talking about millions
More AI generated artwork.
of years ago or today, they remain the undisputed kings of the sea. Not just that, the two have a lot of similarities that relate them, even though they're not closely related.
So, this dude keeps contradicting himself about great whites and megs, really?
The one ultimate similarity
And that's Jaws. Great. Jaws in an educational video.
is their diet. Both of these carnivorous apex predators are meat enthusiasts, which helps them maintain a balance in the ecosystem. But great white sharks are not the only predators around. There are times when these ace predators taste their own medicine and they become the prey. It's usually the juvenile great whites. When great white sharks are young and smaller in size, they can fall prey to larger sharks, such as other great whites or larger species like orcas. Orcas, in particular, have been observed hunting and killing great white sharks, even though such interactions are relatively rare. Overall, as adults, great white sharks face threats from natural
That's an octopus eating. I don't think it's a great white. I think it's a reef shark or some different shark.
predators. So, if majestic creatures like great white sharks can get eliminated from the waters, what exactly became the reason for the megalodon's demise?
Climate change, right?
The megalodon possessed a distinct advantage with its elevated body temperature, enabling it to achieve greater speed, withstand colder waters, and expand its habitat globally. You see, megalodons lived during a time called the
Why are you showing the KPG extinction with pterosaurs? Dude.
Pliocene epoch, about 5.33 to
Why are you showing dinosaurs and pterosaurs? This is the Mesozoic, or the end of the Mesozoic.
2.58 million years ago. Things were cooling down globally back then.
That's like an Archaeopteryx or something. That's not the Pleistocene.
And this change messed up the megalodon's groove. Sea levels shifted, and the megalodon struggled to adapt. Sustaining the elevated body temperature required the megalodon
Can
to
you stop showing great white sharks, dude? They're not megalodons.
maintain an exceptionally high energy level, resulting in a voracious appetite. But with the changing ocean and maybe even competition from newcomers like the great white shark, it became a tough gig. Consequently, the megalodon faced
Is
challenges
this
that
also AI? Yeah, I think so. Look at those fish in the background, right? I don't know.
ultimately contributed to its extinction. Some researchers have also speculated that unusual oceanic events or anomalies, such as massive underwater volcanic eruptions or shifts in ocean chemistry, could have played a role in the megalodon's extinction. These events might have disrupted the food chain, affected prey populations, or even
That's from the video of a lemon shark eating fish. That's not a megalodon.
created inhospitable conditions for the megalodon. Early human
I actually watched the lemon shark eating fish video like yesterday or a few days ago, so I can tell you what that is. Not a megalodon.
populations living near coastlines might have occasionally encountered megalodons
Wait, hold on. What you're saying?
in inhospitable conditions for the megalodon. Early human populations living near coastlines might have occasionally encountered megalodons,
I mean, maybe not modern humans, but our ancestors.
or their remains. While
Remains,
megalodons
yeah.
were formidable creatures and not easy prey, humans have historically hunted large marine animals
And you're showing Jaws. Okay.
for various purposes, including food, tools, and trophies. It's essential to note that while human activities may have had some impact, they are unlikely to have been the primary cause of the megalodon's extinction. Instead, the
I mean, it's an interesting idea, but when it went extinct around 3 million years ago, humans were not as advanced, so I highly doubt that. Humans could have found their fossils, but a living megalodon wouldn't exist with modern humans, so no.
these activities might have just added extra stress to an already declining population, contributing to the overall
Unless there was some sort of late surviving megalodon which lived like 1 million years ago, then no, I don't think so.
challenges the megalodon faced during its existence. Other than climatic factors that became the reason for their disappearance from the world, there was another reason that might have slightly contributed to their extinction.
Liviathan?
It was the colossal creatures themselves.
Is that the Rar from Rudy from Ice Age? Dude, how are you this crazy?
It is believed that as megalodons grew
Is
larger,
that also AI or just abstract?
competition for limited food resources intensified, potentially leading to instances of larger individuals preying on smaller ones of their own species. Another reason behind the cannibalistic behavior might have been the endless hunger. I mean, either these apex predators were super hungry due to less prey around, or were just being opportunistic when they began targeting their own kind. But coming back to the point, this very cannibalism could have played a
This is clickbait again. 15 reasons why the red megalodon's 100 times more dangerous. They're not even talking about the red megalodon anymore.
role in their eventual extinction. It could have contributed
I don't even think they gave us 15 reasons anyways.
to a decline in the megalodon population, as individuals turned to cannibalism when other food sources became scarce due to changing environmental conditions. Well, megalodons weren't the only ones that ruled the water. There were other creatures who, although were not present in the same time, were powerful enough to knock down a giant-sized megalodon.
Liviathan was in the same time. It could kill a megalodon.
First on the list are Liviathan,
They
often referred
coexisted. What are you talking about? They literally coexisted.
to as the Leviathan whale. It was a massive prehistoric sperm whale that lived roughly 12 to 13 million years ago. It reached lengths of up to 60 feet and was characterized by its enormous teeth, which could grow up to a foot in length. These teeth were designed for gripping and tearing apart prey, which often included large marine animals. To envision how Liviathan could potentially win such a battle, one might consider its powerful bite force and its teeth designed for disabling and incapacitating prey. If
Those
Liviathan
teeth look way too big.
could strategically target and inflict damage on Megalodon's vital areas or limbs, it could potentially weaken the shark over time. Another advantage that this streamlined whale would have had was speed. Its streamlined shape and large flippers allowed it to move swiftly through the ocean, particularly when pursuing prey or engaging in fast bursts of acceleration. On the other hand, Megalodon, while an incredibly powerful swimmer, had a bulkier build that was more adapted for endurance and brute force than for swift and nimble movements. So, if the two ever confronted each other,
I know he keeps showing a lot of modern sharks as filler, but even if you kept reusing the same footage of Megalodon, it would still be better, instead of using modern sharks as filler.
Liviathan would have easily won the game of life due to its agility and maneuverability.
I don't know if I'd say Liviathan would easily win. It would have a challenge.
Then comes the great white sharks, which might
Dude, a great white shark cannot kill a Megalodon. What are you talking about?
have outcompeted their bigger megalodon cousins. Now, I know that there's around 1 million years between both the predators, and considering the massive size and stealth with which great white sharks hunt, if it was a group of great whites versus a single megalodon, there was a possibility of them finishing a megalodon in the
But that would maybe only happen if, like, there was a dying Megalodon and they all smell the blood or something.
confrontation. Another such fierce enemy of the megalodons would have been the Basilosaurus.
Okay, I know he did say that these ones are not supposed to coexist, which is confusing because he said great white and Liviathan, which coexisted. I think megalodons. I think great white coexisted, right? I don't know if great white coexisted, but the Liviathan did. So he said two, which may have coexisted. Liviathan did coexist, and now he's saying one which didn't. And he just said it may have been a competitor. So this is just weird.
Often referred to as the king lizard. It was a marine reptile that had long...
It's not a reptile! Oh my god! We have to replay that. Jeez.
Both the predators, and considering the massive size and stealth with which great white sharks hunt, if it was a group of great whites versus a single megalodon, there was a possibility of them finishing a megalodon in the confrontation. Another such fierce enemy of the megalodons would have been the Basilosaurus.
Okay, so he did say that that this section is meant to be about things that may have not been at the same time, yet he's contradicting himself, saying that this was an enemy of the megalodon. Not saying it was if it was in the same time. He's saying it is. So, yeah.
Often referred to as the king lizard. It was a marine reptile.
It's not a reptile, it's a mammal, dude. It's a literal whale.
That had long fascinated scientists. The first Basilosaurus fossil, resembling a colossal eel measuring up to 65 feet, was unearthed in the 19th century. This formidable marine predator ruled the ancient seas approximately 34 million years ago. Although its preferred prey was whale meat, it is believed that with its immense size and power, it likely had the ability to take down sharks as well.
What kind of sound effect was that?
Now, imagine the clash of formidable megalodons and
Megaloton. Bro actually said megaloton. Megaloton. Dude, megaloton is insane.
Saurus. I know what never really happened in reality, but if it did...
There, now you're saying they didn't fight. Where is the consistency? Oh, these creatures did not coexist. Oh, they did happen to be. Oh, they didn't fight. Where is the consistency?
The Basilosaurus, with its sheer size, would have easily knocked off the megalodon.
What are you talking about? The megalodon is much bigger. Dude, this is actual brain rot. If you were talking about Perucetus, this might be more balanced, but no.
And if a Basilosaurus could do it, the Mosasaurus would have
Okay, the Mosasaurus also would not win. It's only like 15 tons, and now you're showing the Jurassic World one, which is oversized.
definitely done it.
Oversized Jurassic World Mosasaurus, so... Oversized, and no, it could not win.
This marine reptile had a striking
That's an iguana.
resemblance to the former. The Mosasaurus thrived during the late Cretaceous period, roughly 70 million years ago.
Could you not find better footage to use? I know that one's outdated, but seriously, you have Prehistoric Planet and stuff, right?
Boasting a maximum length of around 56 feet. Armed with sharp teeth designed for gripping and a double-hinged jaw that allowed them to swallow prey whole, Mosasaurus was a formidable
Jurassic World, just stop.
predator. Preying on marine...
If it was the Jurassic World Mosasaurus versus Megalodon, Jurassic World Mosasaurus would win. But this is paleontology, not science fiction.
reptiles, pterosaurs, and perhaps even land dinosaurs and other mosasaurs. Now, let's shift our gaze to the mighty megalodon,
That's
an
not a
apex
megalodon.
predator that roamed the oceans
That one is.
millions of years ago.
And is that AI? Oh my god. That looks so cursed. He's got like a massive chin.
Now, while the Mosasaurus was undoubtedly a formidable predator in its own right, if these two ancient beasts had somehow encountered each other, it would have been hard for the Meg to defend himself.
Dude, the Megalodon is so much bigger, it would easily win.
Albacetus, the giant sperm whale that roamed the seas 15 million years ago in the Miocene period, hailed from the western United States and had a fascinating history. Discovered in 1909 in Santa Barbara, these magnificent creatures were initially mistaken for marine walruses, a theory that was later debunked by scientific research. It also had some special features that made it different from other sea creatures of its time. It had a closed groove in its nose and teeth with a hard outer layer called enamel. Now, these features were unique and made it
So, what is so unique about enamel? So many animals have enamel, bro.
stand out among its fellow marine animals. Now, as for the question of how Albacetus might fare against the formidable Megalodon, I just want to add that an encounter between these two ancient giants, if it ever occurred, would have been a truly epic battle of prehistoric titans.
What
with
are
the
these sound
outcome
effects?
remaining a mystery lost to the depths of time. Cedotherium, the ancient whale beast, was a creature of immense size and surprising stealthy power. While it may not have matched the immense proportions of the megalodon,
Dude, what is that? How is a megalodon eating a giant boat like that, dude? That's not correct.
what made Cedotherium intriguing was its unique adaptation and the power it wielded beneath the waves. Its ability to maneuver and stealthily hunt in its preferred surface waters made it a formidable predator in its own right, demonstrating that size alone did not dictate its success in the ancient seas. Speaking of potential megalodon hunters,
You're showing Godzilla. Oh my god. Bro. I don't know what to say. That is Godzilla. Dude, Godzilla is not real.
how can we forget about the giant Pacific octopus?
Now you're showing literally the Kraken. Bro, what is wrong with you?
Just look at its enormous...
That is Hotel Transylvania. Bro, this is getting worse. The giant Pacific octopus has no way of winning unless it somehow chokes the megalodon. It has no way of winning. And this is literally the Kraken, dude.
size and elongated 8 arms.
Just look at its size. Proceeds to show the literal Kraken.
To ensnare anything that dares come near it.
Dude, that's the Meyer squid from King Kong.
If that's the case, how
And then that's the Kraken. What is wrong with this?
could it have left the megalodon unharmed? Well, the Meg would have had the advantage of sharp, shark-like teeth.
Dude, okay, it's almost over. How is the squid screaming? How is the octopus screaming? That makes no sense. And also, the giant Pacific octopus was not that big, bro. It's not the Kraken.
Take a look at this. The huge balloon it could form would be
That's not a giant Pacific octopus. That's not even the right octopus, dude.
enough to obscure any predator's vision. Not to mention the secret inky weapon it hides.
What do you mean secret?
If it couldn't hunt the Meg, it surely would have given the massive prehistoric beast a hard time.
Not at all. The megalodon would just swallow it in one bite without even seeing it. And that's the end. Okay, that has to be one of the worst paleontology videos in existence. That is actually horrible. That is super dinosaurs level bullcrap. I'm not even joking. That is insanely bad. Okay, thank you for watching.